Not as nice as Paul Allen's.
Hello everybody, I'm Judy.
Hello.
Welcome to our reaction channel. Today we are reacting to American Psycho. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to watch our full-length reaction to this movie, you can find it on my Patreon, link to in the description box. So yesterday we just reacted to The Silence of the Lambs, so you can go check that out in case you missed it. And yeah, I know Christian Bale stars in this, and we have reacted to the Dark Knight trilogy. So you can check that out in case you're new here and you haven't seen it yet, or reactions to that. And yeah, this came out I think in the early 2000s, but I think it's supposed to take place in the 80s or something. That's what I read on Wikipedia without spoiling anything. The quick like sentence or two.
Right.
And I guess it was directed by a woman and co-written by two women. The screenplay. It's based off of a book written by a man. So make that what you will.
Right, there you go.
But okay, let's get going. See what happens.
Yeah. See what kind of psychopath he is. Oh, I'm assuming he's the psychopath. He might not even be the psychopath.
Right? I'm assuming he probably is.
Right?
But who knows? Let's see.
Knows,
Let's go.
You're a fucking ugly bitch.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
stab you to death, then play around with your blood.
Okay, he had to so been imagining that. Because she didn't react. That's scary. Okay, he's clearly the psycho in this movie for sure. Like, dude. Because she told he was $25 just doing her job?
I always use an aftershave lotion with little or no alcohol because alcohol dries your face out and makes you look older.
Yeah.
Then moisturizer, then an anti-aging eye
Patrick
balm
Bateman
followed by
teaching
final
these boys how to
moisturizing protective
do a
lotion.
skincare routine.
Jonathan would be
There is an
impressed.
idea of a Patrick
Oh, from
Bateman.
Kurai.
You're prettier
Oh
than
my
that.
god.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Patrick.
And high heels. I like high heels.
He's so insufferable.
Oh
I'm
my
laughing because
God.
I'm like, dude.
I know.
Get married, have a wedding.
No, I can't take the time off work.
Oh my God.
Company than do anything you like, silly.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, how could you even be engaged to someone like him?
Because he's good looking. That's about all he has going for him.
Maybe he has money, right?
Yeah, money and good looks is all he has going for him.
While also promoting equal rights for women, we have to encourage a return to traditional.
Why do I feel
moral
like, Patrick, you
values.
don't actually care
No,
about
he's just
any
talk,
of
talk, talk.
We have to
Right,
promote
'cause he
general
wants to fit
social
in.
concern,
Right.
unless materialism in young people.
it. Dude,
Oh my
you're
God.
so materialistic.
He's such a hypocrite.
Hello?
That's just creepy.
Hello.
I feel like, random man, what are you talking
I
to me?
know.
In the middle of the night?
Oh, well, it's Bradley Juice Apple.
Really?
Listen, if you could talk to them, I would really appreciate it. I'm really late.
Are
I
you
have
trying
a
to
bunch
imply
of
it's
Hugh
blood?
Bears in 15 minutes.
Hugh Bears, that moved uptown, right?
You look so soft.
Your compliment was sufficient, Louis.
He's such a dickweed.
Stram.
Oh my God.
How the hell are you?
Look at that subtle off-white color.
Ah.
The tasteful thickness of it.
Oh my God.
It even has a watermark.
He's like, oh my God. He's like, it's so amazing.
Something wrong? Patrick? You're sweating.
He's like, Paul Allen has a better business card than I do. Even though it literally looked the same as his own.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Jesus. No, don't kill the dog. Oh! Oh! Oh,
oh, he's a psycho, ain't he?
right?
What beautiful skin you have, Mr. Bateman.
He's like, I take very good care of it.
So fine.
He's like, yeah, I pride myself in my amazing skin. My like 27-step skincare routine that I do every morning.
But then I'd have to kill you.
He's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. He's like, not if I kill you first,
First, right?
Great ass.
Oh my
Was that
God.
one loser, Patrick Bateman? What a dork. Another martini, Paul.
So awkward.
I know.
Oh my God! But thank God they're not really like showing it, you know? He kind of looks like the painting, but I have a picture behind him.
Well, you'd think there'd be blood splatter on the walls, though. You know, especially because the way he was hitting him, that shit would splatter everywhere.
Because he was whipping it back.
There is a moment of sheer panic when I realize that Paul's apartment overlooks the park. And it's obviously more expensive than mine.
Oh my God.
He's like, not panic, I'm gonna get caught, but panic that Paul's got a better apartment than mine.
Your address?
American Gardens Building, West 81st Street.
Nice. Very nice.
Thanks.
Not as nice as Paul Allen's.
I want you to clean your vagina.
Dude, vaginas are self-cleaning. Did you not know that?
He wants a cleaner.
I'm Paul. How good of you to come.
Allen. Paul Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Get that name in your head.
Yep.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you anyway.
on Wall Street.
Of course he works on Wall
Pearson
Street.
Pierce. Have you heard of it?
No.
He's like, oh my God, you two are killing me. He's like, you're slowly sucking the soul out of my body. I'm just thinking how all this is gonna get cut out of the reaction anyway. Like goes out on YouTube. That's for
you
sure.
won't be able to,
I'm like, I ain't using this.
Oh yeah, you won't be putting this on YouTube. You're
I
right.
feel like, I don't know.
Right?
And what's awkward because these two women, you can tell feel uncomfortable on top of it.
I know.
And it's just, it was kind of
And he's
violating.
and he's just so matter of fact.
I know.
Like there's like no like, you know what I mean, nothing there.
Don't touch the watch.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
laugh just because, yeah, he just, yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's time to get
Oh my
out
God.
of there. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Now that we've had fun times are over. But he didn't kill him, but he like for sure hurt them.
The only girls with good personalities who are smart, or maybe funny, or halfway intelligent, or talented, though God knows what the fuck that means, are ugly chicks.
Absolutely.
And this is because they have to make up for how fucking unattractive they are.
Oh my
Ed Gein
God.
said about women?
Ed Gein, Maitre d' Canal Bar?
No. Serial killer.
Hey, Ed Gein.
Wisconsin
Talk to
in
him.
the 50s.
And what did
Yesterday.
Ed say?
He said, when I see a pretty girl walking down the street, I think two things. One part of me wants to take her out and talk to her, be real nice and sweet and treat her right.
And what the other part of him think?
What her head would look like on a stick.
Oh my God.
They're like, okay, Patrick, you took it too far. It's one thing to be a sexist a-hole, it's another thing to be a murderous sexist a-hole.
Oh no.
Foreboding music playing.
Oh no.
Patrick is like, oh God, there goes another one with a better business card than me.
I'm gonna have to kill him too now.
What?
Patrick, why here? I've seen you looking at me. I've noticed your hot body. Don't be shy.
He's like, you're not even worth killing. He's like, I want to watch the gloves.
I want you too. Patrick, what is it? Where are you going?
I've got to return some videotapes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
He's like, well, that didn't turn out like I wanted.
Oh.
Huey's too black sounding for me.
Teach his own.
I can't. He's terrible. I can't laugh.
I know, he's
I
awful.
can only laugh because the other option.
It's all you can
The
do.
other option is just to sit here going, dude.
There's something sweet about you.
Oh God.
Ah. That ain't the most ironic statement made ever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a piece of hair?
Yes? Oh my God.
Don't bring that to work, dude. We shouldn't have that to begin with, but
What a wonderful view.
he's a douchebag anyway.
Oh my God.
Sorbet?
It's just like, here's the head in the freezer.
Oh no. Oh my God, staple
I guess you
gun?
could say I just want to have a meaningful relationship with someone special. I don't think I can control myself.
Girl, you run.
Yeah, Jean, get out.
I you to get involved with unavailable men.
Because he's not mean and sexual. He's mean to kill you, girl.
I mean,
And maybe I should stay.
do you want me to go?
Duh. Yes, we do.
Oh, he's only got one though. Is there blood?
Yep. Is he killing her?
Or do you like bite her?
I don't know, but he has blood all over his face. Oh my god! Oh, I was waiting and putting all the bodies? Oh my god.
Jesus, where do you guys stick a chainsaw?
Oh my god, really? Would you be running down the hallway, dude?
He's butt naked. He is naked. And like no one hears this?
Oh no! And like no one heard her banging on the door? And
Oh my god.
so you do try dropping it on her? Yep. Oh my god.
Did it get her?
He must have. Like, you know, like no one hears this?
I don't know. But like he's keeping all the bodies in Paul Allen's apartment.
I know.
Like no one, the detective, like no one's seen him go into Paul Allen's apartment.
Oh, apparently no one's been checking his apartment lately.
You're not terribly important to me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this gives me Legally Blonde vibes when he breaks
know
up with
my,
her at the restaurant in that
favorite
one too. So Evelyn, just go on to become a lawyer.
What do you want me to do?
And prove Patrick Bateman
What is
wrong.
it that you want?
If you really want to do something for me, then stop making this scene right
This is totally gives me Legally Blonde vibes.
now. I'm leaving. Assess the situation, and I'm going. I have to return some videotape.
What is that? Yeah, after turns of videotapes, it's gonna take me a couple hours.
That's his go-to.
I have to return some videotapes. It's a kitten. Look at it, it's a kitten.
He's gonna kill it.
Feed me a stray cat.
Oh! Oh, jeez.
This movie just took a turn.
The hell? The hell?
I know.
Or is he imagining this?
I don't know.
I ate some of their brains.
And I tried to cook a little.
I feel like this is supposed to be kind of weirdly funny. I don't know. You know?
Tonight,
I ate some of their brains.
Just have to kill a lot of people.
This is like weird.
This movie got like incredibly trippy all of a sudden. He like make all this up or something?
I don't know.
Or is everyone so nonchalant about murder back in the 80s in New York? Not a big deal.
I don't know. That was weird.
Because that was supposed to be, well, he thought that was Paul.
Right, I'm
Allen's
assuming,
place.
yeah.
But it was like completely painted.
Yeah, and empty. Like nothing in there.
And his dead body's in the closet.
And it was
room.
supposed to be the night before this just all happened? I quite don't think so.
I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know. It's
This
trippy.
movie just took a trip into Trippy Town.
I really must be going now.
No, listen.
I'm confused.
Don't you know who I am? I'm not David.
Well, he is.
I'm Patrick Bateman.
It's called American Psycho. Probably for a reason.
We talk on the phone all the time.
Because I had dinner with Paul Allen twice in London. Just 10 days ago.
No,
He was really in London. What? Dude. I don't know.
I am so confused. I hope they make it clear because I'm like confused. Girl, I'd get out of there.
If I saw that, I'd be like, holy crap.
I'm out. Never coming back. Gonna move, change my address, change my name.
This confession has meant nothing.
My God. We're Googling. What the heck? We're Googling.
I am so confused.
We got Google.
I am so like, what
Okay,
the?
you guys, we're Googling.
Okay.
Before we even discuss American
I'm so
Psycho.
baffled.
Explained, please. Here we go. American Psycho ending explained, breaking down the two most common interpretations. I guess you could have different interpretations. Because I can't even discuss it because I'm like, what?
I don't even know what happened.
Okay, let's see. American Psycho, Mary Harron's style is an adaptation. Let's see, okay. The novel was so graphically violent. Ooh. So loaded with misogyny that many people thought the film version would be something close to a snuff film. But yeah, it was like a dark comedy almost. Yeah, it wasn't too violent a movie though.
No, they show it.
They kept it.
Yeah.
Like not graphic, not like gory.
Right.
Okay. Ending explained. Okay. What are we to make of this ending? There are commonly two interpretations here. And while I don't think either is wrong, I personally think one is more accurate than the other. Well, thank you for giving your opinion on this, writer. The first interpretation, and the one that I heard the most when the film first came out, is that almost everything that happened in the movie was in Bateman's head. This is an understandable conclusion, even if he's not a murderer. Bateman is clearly mentally unstable, so it's not a stretch to think he imagined everything that happened here. The fact that Paul Allen's apartment was cleaned up and there was no talk of the dead bodies Bateman supposedly left behind, coupled with the drawings of Bateman's book, tends to make people think the film was one long hallucination. Bateman didn't really kill anyone, this theory states. He simply fantasized about it, and those drawings are his way of bringing those fantasies to life. Another element people use to back up this theory is the scene where Bateman shoots a cop car and the car explodes, leading Bateman to look at his gun confused. Cars don't really explode when you shoot them. That only happens in the movies, and thus Bateman's puzzled look.
And that's when it took a really weird turn.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's, okay. Okay, however, my interpretation is a little different. The way I see it, Bateman really did kill all those people. Those actions weren't all in his head. They really happened. But what of Paul Allen's apartment, you might ask? There's an explanation for that, and it makes the entire story even more disturbing. Yes, Bateman really did leave dead bodies in that apartment. However, the apartment is such a prime piece of New York real estate that the owner of the building hushed it up, got rid of the corpses, and is trying to run it out without anyone knowing. And the filmmakers backed this idea up, sort of. To me and Mary, the book left it up in the air too. What was real, what was not real, so one of the co-writers. We didn't think that everything was real because some of it is literally surreal. But we just decided together that we both really disliked movies where the big reveal is that it was all in someone's head or it was all a dream. But when Mary Harron was asked directly if the entire movie was in Bateman's head, she replied, I would never answer that. As Quentin Tarantino says, if I tell you that, I take this movie away from you. I would say there's a moment where it becomes less realistic, and that's the moment where the ATM says, feed me a stray cat.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of when everything like went cray-cray.
Yeah. The bottom line is, while it's clear some things that happened in the film are in Bateman's head, like the feed me a stray cat scene, the murders actually happened. I personally prefer that interpretation, because I feel like making the entire movie a figment of Bateman's imagination lets him off the hook. It says, it's okay, none of that horrible stuff happened, and that feels like a cheat to me. Okay, well that gives us something to discuss.
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, okay, but my thing is, his lawyer, why do you keep calling him by a different name?
I don't know.
He said that we talk all the time on the phone, implying that maybe they've never met in person.
But he kept calling him Davis. Well, that could be...
Bateman kept lying about his names all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe he lied about his name?
Could be.
And his lawyer really thought he was someone else who he talked on the phone and didn't know what he was looked like?
I don't know.
But he thought that Patrick Bateman was a dork.
Yeah.
And then he didn't know he was talking to Patrick Bateman.
I don't know.
But all his friends called him Patrick. They all called him that.
I know.
I think it's one of those movies that you just gotta kind of form an answer yourself.
Yeah, it was just weird. I mean, like, at first, like, you believe, like, he was killing the people, but then, it did take a really weird turn, like, with the cat, and then he shot the lady, and then all of a sudden the cops are right there when he shot the lady, and then he shoots all the cop cars, and he's running, and he's shooting all these, the security guard, and the janitor, and it was weird. Like, that just took, like, a really trippy turn. It was like...
And so it's like, part of you think that had to have been fake.
Right.
Like, in his head. Like, at least that part.
Yeah.
Because how could that?
And like maybe he had killed some people, but maybe he really didn't do it all in Paul Allen's apartment. Maybe.
But like, that's true. Like, well, yeah, like maybe he really did kill people, but he never put them in Paul Allen's apartment. But he kept like imagining he did, and maybe he put their bodies somewhere else. But that one interpretation of that, it's such prime real estate. Honestly, I do feel like it kind of fits with the movie though, because it's like so full like snobby people.
Oh, I know. And then she was like, I think you need to leave.
Yeah, we're
she was weird.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I just thought because I think she thought he was creepy. But like, you know, if we're not here for an appointment, what are you doing here? But I feel like that. But I feel like that's kind of what the movie's like getting at. Like look at Patrick. He's so snobby.
Yeah.
He's so
All
shallow.
his friends.
And all his friends are so shallow. They compare us taking business cards.
Oh my god, I know, that was like the weirdest thing.
I just feel like it's supposed to show how shallow they all are. You know what I mean? Like how like their problems are so like insignificant and petty. Like, and so I could believe it as, hey, look, this is such prime real estate that you would overlook murders to like get it.
I don't know about all those dead bodies though. I don't know. I think one dead body, but
No, but I meant like not. Don't think of it in a realistic sense. Think of it as like a metaphorical.
Oh
sense.
yeah, okay.
Like the theme
Right.
is like snobbery.
Right.
And we'll overlook all these murders because it's such a real good prime real estate opportunity.
Yeah.
Maybe. And yeah, it's interesting that reading that little clip from the article about how I guess the novel, except obviously never read the novel, you know, was super like graphic.
Right.
But I think this is actually a good thing that the movie was directed by a woman.
Oh yeah, so they didn't make it like too graphic.
Yeah, because like yes, we saw some stuff, but honestly, we didn't really see any like the murders like
No.
really take place. Like yeah, like when he throws a chainsaw, we don't actually hit her.
No.
We just see it after.
Well,
that.
like when he's taking the axe to Paul Allen,
Right.
we don't really
actually
see
it
the
hit him.
action. Right. But see, I wondered about that because that was my very first thing. Was like, well, where's all the blood splatter all over the
You
walls?
did ask that, yeah. Like it's kind of unrealistic.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, the floor would get it, but unrealistic that it would be everywhere. I'm sorry.
yeah,
and his apartment was so
Especially-
white.
Especially when he kept flinging it back. Like
And
that
his-
would be splattered.
And his apartment is so white. You know what I mean? That blood would just be
Yes.
everywhere. And even though he had stuff on the carpet, it wasn't like anything thick. That would like have soaked
No,
through
yeah.
like big time.
Right.
I would tend honestly to believe, personally for me, like it was just all in his head.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, because the lawyer was like, I just had lunch with Paul Allen twice in London. So how could Paul Allen really be dead?
Yeah.
Granted, we never see him again though.
No. Yeah, and like, why would the cop be looking for him? Like, and then like, if Paul Allen had a girlfriend, he would tell her that he went. Well, like, he left the message on his machine. Supposedly, it was Patrick, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and I did find it kind of interesting though that this detective, he was so like
Focused
on Patrick,
right?
which. I mean, unless you had a gut feeling that Patrick was involved, but otherwise it's like, if there's no evidence that points to it, why are you so constantly...
But then at the end there, he's like, well, I know you, yeah, you were with all these blah, 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 these people at this, so I know it wasn't you.
And he honestly almost seemed like surprised telling Patrick that he was with all these other guys. And Patrick couldn't remember.
Yeah. So that's why, yeah, it's like, was it all in his, you know, or maybe Paul, I don't know.
See, I can see how someone would think it would be cheap. Oh, it's all in your head. But nothing else is thinking plausible.
I know, it just doesn't seem like, I mean, some of the things could be realistic, but some of them not. You know. Well, I thought it was weird, like when
he's running down the hallway with the stinking chainsaw,
I know,
and a ghost screaming, and
nobody
one
opened the door. Right.
You're in New York. Plenty of those people are home,
and they're gonna be like nosy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I mean, well, granted, I guess if I heard screaming and chainsaw, I might not go out and look, but I definitely like.
Well, I might peep and think, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So weird.
I know. Or call the cops. Say, hey, there's something weird going on in my hallway.
Yeah. This movie is definitely not like your typical like serial killer movie.
No. Well, he kept referencing serial killers.
Oh, he did. You know, it's so funny. So, if anyone didn't watch our reaction to Silence of the Lambs yesterday, I talked about Ed Gein and Ted Bundy, and I literally mixed their names up.
I know.
Said Ed Gundy, and he mentioned both of them in this
I know.
Is that not freaky?
That was funny.
He mentioned both Ed Gein and Ted Bundy. They're the only two serial killers that I remember him. Maybe he mentioned more, but I don't remember. But for sure, those two. Isn't that?
That's funny.
That's just ironic. That's not ironic, but coincidence. But that's just kind of funny. But sorry, no. Going back quick, like I was gonna say that with it being a female director, I feel like if this had been a male director,
yeah, it would have been
more violent.
Yeah,
it would have been much more, especially violent towards the woman.
Oh yeah,
I feel like.
And even more sexual, probably.
Oh yeah, because there were some sex scenes, but the one thing I noticed was it didn't really show their nudity too much.
No.
Like okay, maybe like a glimpse of a breast, okay, but like it didn't run a butt shot.
Yeah.
But like it didn't really focus on their bodies. It focused more on Patrick's body than anything.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, and that seems like he was filming and like doing his muscle poses.
Oh yeah, he wasn't even watching the woman he was sleeping with. He was like, oh yeah, watch him checking himself out.
See, so that makes you think like really.
He's so full of himself.
Yeah, but that makes you think like it was fake.
Oh yeah, well, because he was all into like movies. Oh, I have to go return my videotapes. I have to go return.
Well,
some
no, I thought it was
videotapes.
odd, when he first picked up Christy, the first hooker, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like some weird, random, like back alley, dark.
Yeah.
And every scene was like weird back alley, like dark,
And
like
she was
street
like the
stuff.
only one there. There were no other prostitutes. Because like back in the 80s, there would have been like a row
Like,
of them.
right, it wasn't like it was like on the streets, like where everyone would be.
No,
like,
it's
it was
like he
some
sought
weird-
her out. But they never met before.
But the thing is, she was in some weird back alleyway.
And it was almost like she was waiting for him.
Yeah. Right.
So
Like in all his scenes, like when he was running through the streets, it was always like dark back alleyways.
Oh yeah,
and
like when he killed the
guy,
the
and when he was
homeless guy.
running and the ATM, even like when he first walked up to the first lady there, it was kind of like
Oh
it was
yeah,
just
when
weird.
they were on the street and he was like, "Hello," and she was like, "Huh."
It just was all weird. I don't know.
Yes, it was just like clearly Patrick. Well, it's called American Psycho, right? So
Right.
clearly he's got some type of mental issue of some sort.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Or the movie just wanted to portray it in such a way that makes you wonder, was it real, was it not real?
and always will make you wonder: was it real? Was it not real?
Yeah, because the way they set some of the stuff up just didn't seem plausible or realistic.
Which felt like the point.
Right.
Like that was like that was clearly intentional.
Oh, totally.
So it's like, well, if you make it so, if you're purposely making it vague like that, then what's the point?
I don't know.
But
To
see-
leave us confused and
But see,
wondering.
reading that article, the director herself was like, well, I don't want to give you the answer, like what she thinks exactly.
Well, maybe it's supposed to be interpretive.
Which is
Like to leave
cool.
it like whatever you want it to be. You can either believe it or not and take
Which
it
I
at
kind
that.
of feel like is the point. Like we're not going to get a clear-cut answer.
But maybe that's supposed to give you a glimpse into the mind of a psychopath.
Oh,
What's
that-
real? Like what's real? What's reality and what's not
I
reality?
like that. I like that interpretation.
You know?
That it doesn't matter if anything was real or not. The whole point was just like a character study on Patrick and getting into the mind of like someone who has these thoughts and could commit these crimes.
And maybe he did some, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
But he's clearly like, but just yeah.
Or is it all just still fantasizing yet? Is he not acted out? I mean, who knows?
But well,
I
yeah,
don't know.
because like his journal suggests, yeah, like he has all these fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
But has he acted on them? Because Jean was shocked to see them because she saw the notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't get the lawyer though.
Yeah, I'm a little fuzzy on that.
I'm gonna Google really quick. Just really quick.
that's-
Oh, remember he brought his
Yeah.
bloody laundry to the... That's right. Anyway, but that's not what I want. Oh, I said laundry. It auto-typed me to laundry.
Well, no wonder it took you to that.
Lawyer. Let's go to Reddit. I don't know, maybe Reddit's got an answer. The lawyer, fan theories. I watched American Psycho, do not understand a thing. That's how
Thank you.
Here, okay, here's a fan theory. That the lawyer's a psychopath, and so is everyone else. And then I know that this is someone on Reddit says, I know the two popular theories behind the movie are that either Bayman imagined all his murders, or that he did actually commit them, and everyone is too narcissistic to notice or care. Well, looking into it further, it seems even the director and writer said it wasn't meant to be in his head, but just that he was hallucinating while he was murdering. Mary here, and the director says, one thing I think is a failure on my part is people keep coming out of the film thinking that it's all a dream, and I never intended that. All I wanted was to be ambiguous in the way that the book was. I think it's a failure of mine in the final scene because I just got the emphasis wrong. I should have left it more open-ended. It makes it look like it was all in his head because it does pan up to his head.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's not. So why is there such confusion over where Paul Allen went, and why does the lawyer not care? It is simply a case of mistaken identity once again, or is the reason something that goes deeper into the themes of conformity and interchangeable identity? There are numerous clues throughout that the people in our abatement are either ignoring or don't care about his unusual behavior. So perhaps the reasons behind this are because everybody is a emotionless sociopath, just like Bateman, and that the story isn't about a psychopath trying to fit in, but is about an insane man trying to become sane in an insane world. Everyone in Batman's circle exhibit evidence of odd behavior very similar to Bateman's, but we are shown time and again that Bateman in fact may be the most human of them all. Really. Firstly, there's his speech at the beginning that shows his knowledge of worldwide events and his sympathy for others.
Yeah,
That's not real.
He was being hypocritical.
He did have sympathy.
Yeah.
There are moments where he shows he doesn't care that he cares about certain people. Like he doesn't care. I don't agree with this person. I don't agree.
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to know what the heck lawyer about. I want to get the lawyer scene, like specifically the lawyer scene. Someone give me an answer about the lawyer scene. Does anyone else get the sense that the lawyer scene was meant to portray the corruption of the upper business class? The lawyer was his alibi for the Paul Allen murder, and since they were in public, he was playing it off like it was a joke. When Bateman wouldn't get the hint, he got serious and excused himself from Bateman to end the conversation. The landlady, you said this, was covering up the murders to protect her property value and possibly...
You said that.
Tipped off, did I? I thought you did. Paid by the lawyer to deal with the problem. I saw the whole movie as a satire of the business world's corruption, showing how easily the law is blind to the crimes of the upper class due to their money and connections. I believe that the movie shows how the corruption is so widespread and ingrained that a psychopath with no real attempts at covering up his murders is protected by the corruption. He dragged a body out of his apartment building in a bag that was leaving a blood trail, and nobody that was connected to him would say a thing about it. Well, they did say a thing. They were like, "Where did you get that bag?"
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It was like, "Where did you get that bag?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of interpretations to the whole...
But I don't agree with that person on Reddit who was like, he shows he does care. I thought the whole point was he doesn't care. Also, that person mistook sociopathy, psychopathy. They're two different things. Because I think a sociopath can feel some slight empathy, but a psychopath can't.
Right.
They won't feel any empathy.
Right.
Like, they can fake emotions. Not fake, but like, can like put on like a front.
Right.
A facade of like, hey, I'm charismatic and I'm good at playing emotion, but they don't really feel that emotion like someone with real empathy does. But anyway, sorry person on Reddit. Anyway, okay, dokie. Well, this movie... It
is what it is, and...
It's definitely a wild ride. Okay, next weekend. Hopefully, I'm fairly positive Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out to rent. I'm fairly positive. So, if it is, which I'm assuming it is, we will react to it, and we will do 2 parts to it. Split it into 2 parts, so you'll get double the reaction time for that movie, which I'm hoping, make you guys happy. So it'll just be the one movie next weekend. And take a break from these creepos. Silence of the Lambs and this, creepy. But this was actually kind of, it has some humor to it, though. But anyway, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction to American Psycho. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to watch a full-length reaction to this movie, you can find out on my Patreon, and have a beautiful, wonderful day. See you guys.
Good night.